Welcome back guys to a new Boom Bitch video. So today we have went into 6 engines. We were collecting a lot of chests there yesterday. So right now we have plenty of chests there. We're going to be able to collect the next node straight away there, which is the critters. And I think I'm going to go up, grab the heavy chopper. So that will be today, and then later on today is going to be the shock launchers there. Let's take a look at what this one was. Just a boost node over there. Okay, so building damage, bombardiers. I think I want to go towards bombardiers first. So maybe we'll grab the launchers and then go down here for damage and then the bombardiers, so that we don't have to use these laser engines anymore. So I'm probably not going to bother. Let's see. I'll upgrade this once or twice because the heavy choppers won't need that much tokens. So we'll leave it there for now. And we'll just jump back into another attack here. So our previous log over here, you can see we start to do a lot of losses there. So I decided, you know, what the hell, let's just go ahead into the next engine, see what we can do in that. And let's hop into it and see if we can get into a win streak once we grab the heavy choppers perhaps. So let's take a look at this one. Looks okay because he doesn't have rockets. Let's drop these troops over here and then these ones over here. So he doesn't have that much defenses, so maybe he is doing heavy chopper rush, or else maybe even seekers at this point. Everyone's got access to seekers in this engine level. Let's go ahead, do a mech kit there. I'll just do a shock here just to help these guys out there. There it is, and I'll bring some of the flag troops over there. Okay. Yeah, not having any rockets to deal with is very good. Let's do a second wind there. Some of those Zupas on that side did die. I'll also just do a shock. It doesn't shock the bunkers though. We'll do critters here now actually. And let's take a look. Let's do a shock there. And we gotta keep these guys alive on this side. Let's just try out critters. They're gonna fight those bunker troops hopefully. And I think a mech kit might be needed there. Not too many troops left down there. Okay, and let's see, these troops are coming in down. Okay, so they have a couple of defenses to get through. Let's try and do a flare and then shock here in a second right there. Okay, everyone's coming in. We'll just do a second wind as well. He's already taken us down there. I'm just noticing that, but that's no matter. We need to collect all these chest here. So once we grab the heavy choppers, and then hopefully things might start turning around. Let's take a look. 248 to 34. Let's see what he tried to do. I think maybe he was seekers. He was very low on defenses there. Heavy choppers, Kavan, flaring from engine, using seekers also. Okay, using the heavy choppers to take out the mines. And then seekers behind them, seekers over here, seekers over there as well, yeah. Only one vote of seekers was required to take out that engine, guys. Okay, that's not great there. What I might do is perhaps, so we fell out of rank 18 there. Let's move some of these mines away from there. Since we're going to be facing a new attack strategy, let's go ahead, drop a right there, boom mine, and we'll drop this boom mine also over there. Hopefully he won't use barrage or artillery down there. And let's just drop another couple of mines right over here. Let's take a look what we need to do over here. Just drop them in there, and I'll leave those ones over there, I'd say, yeah. So is this gonna be enough now? I think we need 30 something, so 44. Okay. Now I could bypass the heavy choppers, go straight over here. Actually, no, we can't actually go straight over here because we don't have any of these. Okay, go ahead, collect these ones anyway. Try and see if we can get back onto a win streak with them. And then the shock launchers. So we have to actually go down over here because we don't have one of these guys over here. Seekers, rocket choppers, seekers, rocket choppers. I have rocket choppers over here. We are not unlocking any of this stuff. Yeah, so I have to see. I do want to get down over here, but if we're going to be taking a long path like that, I'm not too sure. We'll see how we get on with the heavy choppers first. And I might actually switch over to Zukas perhaps. Let's try, so this guy doesn't have Doesn't have rockets. So I think what I'll do is just switch over to Zookas. Now what's odd here is I do have 2 team squad members, but unfortunately I'm only able to see 1 there when I try and select them. So let's go ahead and drop them down. Now this should be a better attack strategy here, and luckily once again no rockets, so we should be in with a good chance over here. Now I should have actually dropped the squad member over there. That should be fine though, actually. I'd say let's go ahead, go over there, do a mech kit, Kavan over there, and we'll just do a shock over here. Now that we don't have the laser rangers, it will take a while to fight these clone riflemen. And let's take a look over there. Let's do some shocks as well in a second, and a mech kit. Now I'll just drop some critters just to try and fight that bunker. Okay, let's take a look. How are we looking over here? I think we're looking okay. We don't have anyone on this engine, so that's not great there, but let's just add in some critters over there, help out with that engine. These guys, they are looking okay as well for now. Just the middle engine for right now. We need someone to come around. And we will stick the flag over here. Perfect. Everyone's converging in on that central engine. Those guys over there, let's put some critters over there to help out. Flag over here. I haven't used that much second winds in this attack here actually. Let's go ahead and critters, last one critters, 225. So even though the base looked like it was easy, we still got a relatively very bad time there too. 225 or 226, 225 there. He got 229, so not too far off there. Let's take a look at what he tried to do. Heavy choppers, is there seekers? No, he got laser rangers. Okay, so this was a relatively fair battle there. Kavan coming in, so he worked at it from one side. Oh, he managed to critter out that engine. Okay. And yeah, okay, so I need to move. Now that people have critters, I need to move some of these mines over there. I may even put in a defense behind them actually. Let's go ahead and just pick this one up. Try that, and I'll just move this one tile ahead there. Put that there for now, because that should be a little bit better for that side. Let's go ahead. We've got 3 chests there, so we might even, if we keep the video going for a very long time, we will be able to get into grab the shock launchers there. Let's take a look. So rank 17, 17, just go ahead, drop them down, and I'll put in the regular Zookas over here and the Zooka with the squad member over here with Kavan. Let's drop some critters over there, and I'll do let's just do a shock for that critter launcher also. Do a mech kit. Maybe it wasn't probably needed because it was only one Zooka that was half health, but where is Kavan on this side? Why is he not healing them up? Kavan, oh, he tried to run across and died. Okay, that's fine. We do have the heavy choppers here, so that should negate some of that Kavan loss. Let's bring the flak troops over there with some critters. Those guys, yeah, they're looking okay. I just need to protect these guys for a second here. I want to do a mech kit here. That laser beam is going to be hitting them all the time. Not that many people in the middle here once again. Let's try critters there. Okay, that will keep the bunker distracted there. Okay, those guys, yeah, they're working away there. Okay, and I think we're on, yeah, we're on all 3 engines here, so that's good. Let's just flare to the last one now. Perfect. Critters. 234. Can we stay above 230? Yes, we can. 232. Okay, so that was a little bit better. Once again, he didn't have rockets, so it was making our attack much better. Let's take a look. So 37, 36. Okay, nice. So we've got that. And let's see if he's able to finish the base off here. Tons of laser rangers here. And he didn't try to clear out this engine there, so he did decide to drop down some boats on that side there. Okay, and 240 seconds. Nice, so we definitely needed this win, guys. Let's see, can we grab some extra stars here, please? Or at least 10 stars at a minimum there. Only 9 stars. No, we lost. Okay, wow. I thought we got that there. Oh, we got 232. He got 240. Okay. Let's grab this one. And I think we need... Yeah, we need one more here to grab the... Let's go ahead and... No, I'll save my upgrade tokens here to try and upgrade the shock launchers as much as possible. I was going to max out the critters there for a second. So let's drop these guys down once again. And so we do a split over here. Let's do a split over here and see what happens there. So drop these two over there, one over here and one over there. And I'm going to delay drop Kavan this time here, at least until some of these key defenses are taken out there. So this heavy chopper, okay, let's do a shock there. I don't think he's got laser rangers underneath that. That's good for us. Let's do a mech kit over here, and I do need to do some critters as well. Also perhaps shock over there. I'll bring the flag troops over there, and we'll just bring Kavan now. There it is. Oh, Kavan, there it is. Okay, Kavan's coming in there now. I think we are bring the flag troops over on the right hand side. That's good. We'll just do a second wind here. These troops, there's no rockets hitting us, so I don't really need to medkit the Zookas here. Let's do a shock here maybe. And then I'll do some critters to take out those mines over there. And then just a flare to the last one. And this attack looks like it's going well there. We'll just do a shock on that shock launcher. Just about saved those Zookas from another shock. Second wind and 238 this time. Let's see if we can win this time, please. 238. Let's take a look at what he's doing. Is he using Seekers? No, he's not. He's using all heavy choppers. Okay. Oh yeah, he's using critters over there though. Nice, that rocket. Okay, perfect. So that rocket's good. He's got brick as well, so he might be activating battle orders here soon. That rocket was able to take out those critters. That's perfect. Let's see what he's going to do here. We've also got a couple of bunker riflemen there that are following his troops. So that's going to be interesting. Okay, he managed to flare that engine. Okay, very precise flare there. You can see it's right on the edge there. Not many people would have gotten that there. Okay, and he got a bit more critters there. I think we won that there. 238 I think we got. So we might have won that by 1 second there. So super close once again. Let's take a look and confirm. Yep, okay, so 1 second win. 10 stars there. Grab this. Okay, so that is the shock launchers there. Not enough for the last upgrade, but that's enough for right now. Now, I think, let's see, troop damage. I want to get the bombardiers because I don't believe people who have rockets, you know, the laser rangers just die off so quickly, and the Zookas, they stand too close to the heavies there. So I think we do want to go for bombardiers for the long term. We can't go through that, so it looks like we have to go through over here, guys. 30, 34, 34, and then 36. That's probably going to be, these two are definitely going to be like a day. Probably 2-3 days to be honest over here. And we only have, we have 9 days. Okay, so we have at least a bit of time there. Okay, so let's go ahead and drop these guys down here. And I'm not sure where I'm going to drop them. I'm going to, over here, looks like one. This area will be shockable for sure, but that's what we have to do. And let's drop one. Should we drop one in between? That's going to be a massive shock point here as well then. Or should we try and put it underneath the... Let's put it over here maybe. Let's try that instead. Those two will be shockable, but that's fine. Okay guys, so there it is. Let's see how this works out. So we'll drop in one troop over there with those guys, and we'll drop one one, and then one, and then a set of troops coming in through the middle over here. Let's see if we can come at this from all sides. Okay, so I need this heavy chopper to go up, hopefully, and I'll just do an early shock there. There's a few Zookas already going over there. Perfect. Let's take a look over here. Do a shock on this mortar. I'll just drop Kavan down here, and I need to do a second wind because I did see some of those Zookas die, and also those Zookas as well. Okay, critters there, and also I'll just do another Zooka. I mean, second wind right there. Okay, what's happening over here? Those, I think these guys died in the middle, or else they came in down here. Okay, are we gonna be able to protect this heavy chopper against the doom cannon there? Those guys are still working away there, so I think we're still at a good pace here. I'll try and do a second wind here, bring back some more troops in a second. There it is. Okay, now I just gotta focus on these troops over here. And let's start with a mech kit. Okay, he's on 3 there as well. I want to take down this next machine gun, and then we'll do a flare and shock here in a second there. So, right there. Shock, and just do some critters for some damage. And I'll just do some mech kits on top of these Zookas. Keep them alive as they target the last engine here. So 213, 212, extremely slow there, extremely slow. Let's take a look, 212. And it is 217, darn it, once again that engine, they're able to take it out with critters. 212, 211, but we managed to win that by luck, to be honest. Just by a few seconds win there. Okay, so 28, 212, 10 stars right there. Let's take a look. Maybe I need to put more mines over there. Let's bring this one forward, and I'll put in a shock mine over there. Pop in a shock mine there, and then these mines, just keep them there. Okay. And that is it for right now, guys. So yeah, so it looks like we will actually go down here. Building damage, that's gonna be good as well. I wanted the troop damage as well, but there's no point in having troop damage if our laser rangers die out to the rocket launcher salvo. So I'll go for this troop over here, and then once we're using heavy choppers and bombardiers, then the last thing is gonna be saving up for the next engine. And I'm not sure how far into these last areas we will get. If we choose not to go down this path, then I think we could go down over here and then next engine, and within the week we could get to the end of the tech tree over here. 50% speed serum. Okay, that's pretty good as well there. I'm not sure guys. I won't be using seekers at all. I'm not a great seeker player. I might try them out once or twice, but typically not a great seeker player. And we don't have any boom cannons there. So that's going to be it from me. I hope that we can maybe finish in Diamond rank 21. There is still 9 days, so there is still a ways to go there. We can definitely make it up there, hopefully. So let's take a look there. 2 wins and a couple of losses there, a couple of attacks to go. But that's how it's been going for me. Let me know how you guys are getting along. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.